Now to a fascinating story you have probably never heard before. It involves an ever-dwindling group of Cubans who are not terror suspects, but have been guests of the U.S. at Guantanamo Bay for decades. Correspondent Steve Harrigan with why, after all these years, their fates are now in doubt.
The 32 Cubans who live on the U.S. naval base at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, thought they were coming for a visit. A few months until tensions between the U.S. and the revolutionary government of Fidel Castro simmered down. But as this Wall Street Journal video shows, a few months turned into 50 years. For some, crossing the gate meant leaving their old world forever. For Philip Gale, that included his son.
When I leave, he was 3 years, 1 month and 5 days old. Now he's 52 years of age. And I haven't seen him again.
The Cubans were day laborers who worked on the U.S. base and faced increasing pressure from the Castro government as relations between the two nations soured. The U.S. naval commander offered temporary asylum on the base. Over the years, barracks turned into houses, and now, for those in their 80s and 90s, an assisted living facility. In addition to free housing, the Cubans receive free medical care and subsidized meals on base. Many became U.S. citizens and left to live in America, but others decided to stay on the 45-square-mile base.
They maybe take care of us real good here. They don't charge you rent, and a lot of things that they give you here, you know, that if you live somewhere else, you'd have to pay for it.
With the current thaw in relations between the U.S. and Cuba, there are renewed concerns over the fate of the 32 Cubans, who are officially known as Special Category Residents, or Special Cats for short. The U.S., some say, has an obligation to those who chose America 50 years ago.
If you serve the people of the U.S., you must be protected. I can't imagine that any administration would be so insane as to simply say, oh, we're leaving, we're packing up and leaving.
The State Department says the status of the 32 Cubans, the Special Cats, is not a part of any current negotiations between the U.S. and Cuba. Brett?
Steve Harrigan in Miami. Steve, thank you.